Welcome students. Today we shall going to study the chapter of mathematics section 1 matrices. This is the first lecture. In this chapter we shall going to study some concepts about matrices which are given here. First one is the elementary transformation, second is inverse of matrix. In this type there are two methods, elementary transformation and adjoint method. And last one is application of matrices. There are one application, solution of system of linear equation, and in this application there are two methods, inversion method and reduction method. Okay, so today we shall going to study the first concepts only, that is elementary transformation. What is meant by elementary transformation? So please see here definition, the elementary transformation. The elementary transformation of a matrix are the 6 operations, 3 of which are due to row and 3 are due to column. That is, operations on the rows and columns are called as elementary transformation. We know that already the horizontal lines of a matrix are called as a row and horizontal lines of a column, and vertical lines of matrix are called as column. Okay, then these rows and the columns are the part of the matrices, and the operations on these rows and columns are called as elementary transformation. The 3 operations are on the rows, similarly 3 operations are on the column, and these totally 6 operations are the elementary transformations. Okay, so see here one by one transformation. First one is interchange of any two rows or any two columns. Now see here, if we interchange the ith row and jth row of a matrix, then after this interchange the original matrix is transformed to a new matrix. This is the very simple transformations. There is only interchange of any two rows or any two columns, and we can write here in generally, if we interchange ith and jth row, then we can symbolically write Ri interchange Rj or Rij. Okay. Similarly, for column transformation, we can write here again Ck interchange Ci, Ck interchange Ci or Cki. These notations and these notations are same meaning, that is interchange of k and ith column, or Ck I mean also interchange k and ith column. Okay, now take example. Suppose A is equal to the matrix 1 2 3 4, and if we have to transformation is here given R1 interchange R2, then we get the matrix, new matrix is 3 4 1 2. That is, this is the second row, this is the first row, horizontal line is the row, this is the first row, this is second horizontal line is called as second row, and we have to interchange this first and second row, and therefore we write here 3 4 and 1 2. Similarly, for example, say column C1 interchange C2, that is first and second column we have to interchange. This is the first column, first vertical line, and this is the second column, this is the second vertical line, so it is called as second column, and we have to interchange C1 interchange C2. The new matrix is as like this 2 4 and 1 3. So you can also write definitely the interchange transformations. Here we have to note that here A is not exactly 3 4 1 2. Similarly, A is not exactly 2 1 4 3, because this is the new, we get the new matrix after some transformations. Okay, so we write the symbol, but we write here A equivalent to 3 4 1 2 or A equivalent to 2 1 4 3. Exactly not equal to, but we write the sign as like this, and we say A equivalence 2 1 4 3. So we get the new matrix. We can write A equivalent, not equal to, because equal matrices in 11th year we have seen two matrices are said to be equal if order is the same and corresponding elements are equal. That is, in first row first column in original matrix, new matrix is same also, then that matrices are said to be equal, and therefore we can't write A is not equal to. There we can't write A equal to, we write here A equivalent to this symbol. Okay, this is the first transformation, interchange. Very simple and interesting. Interchange any two rows or any two columns. Okay, understand? Next, second, multiplication of the elements of any row or column by a non-zero scalar. Multiplication of elements of any row or column by a non-zero scalar. Suppose if k is a non-zero scalar and the row Ri is to be multiplied by the constant k, then we multiply every element of Ri by the constant k, and symbolically we write this transformation as like this, k into Ri. It means that every element of ith row multiplied by k, or we can also write as like this, Ri changes to k into Ri. Ri changes to k into Ri. Also see here, meaning of these two transformations are also equal, same. That is, we have to multiply it by the non-zero scalar k to the ith row, every element of the ith row. Okay, take example, we understand clearly. Suppose A is the matrix 0, 2, 3, 4, and here is a transformation is given, R2 changes to 4 into R2. That is, we have to multiply every element of second row by 4, and therefore we get the new matrix. We can write here A equivalent to 0, 2 is the first row as it is, which are same, and second row we multiplied by 4 for every element. Therefore we can write here 3 into 4 is 12 and 4 into 4 is 16. This is the new matrix, and this is also simple transformation and second application, second transformation of the matrices. Okay, and now next, third transformations. See here, this transformation is already, for example, with row. Now in this slide, this is the for column. Similarly, if any column of a matrix is to be multiplied by a constant, then we multiply every element of column by the constant, and it is denoted by KCI, or Ci changes to KCI. Same transformation here apply on the column. Give here, for example, suppose A is equal to 0, 2, 3, 4, and we have to change transformation. C1 changes to minus 3 into C1. Okay, this is the first column, this is the second column, and we have to change. There is a transformation C1, and change is minus 3 into 7, that is minus 3 is the non-zero scalar, and we have to multiply first column, every element of first column. Okay, see here 0 and 3, and therefore we get the new matrix is A equivalent is, we multiply every element of first column by 3, 0 into minus 3 is a 0, similarly 3 into minus 3 is minus 9, and 2, 4 is the second column, which is as it is, and therefore we get the new matrix is A equivalent to 0, 2, minus 9, 4. This is the for example for column. Okay, and thus the second transformation is also cleared, and I hope you can also definitely write this, understand these second transformations. Okay, and last transformation, see here, adding, which is very important, because we have to find when inverse of matrix, or when we have to find the solution of linear equations by reduction method, we have used mostly this transformation. So this is the very important. See here, adding the scalar multiple of all the elements of any row or column to corresponding elements of any other row. Adding of scalar multiples of all element of any row to corresponding elements of any other row. That is, we have to multiply non-zero scalar by any row, and that multiplication is adding to corresponding elements of any other row. Okay, and this transformation similarly for column. So we write here in bracket column. Now see here, first, suppose in general, if k is a non-zero scalar, suppose if k is a non-zero scalar and k multiples of the element of Rj, okay, are to be added to elements of Ri, then the transformation is symbolically denoted by Rj changes to Rj plus k into Ri. That is, we multiply ith row by k, and that multiplication is added to the corresponding element of jth row. It means that the change is only jth row, and that change is, see again, once again, we multiply every element of ith row by k, and that multiplication is adding the corresponding element of every element of jth row. Here we note that the change is only jth row. Therefore, we write that transformation as like this: Rj changes to Rj plus k into Ri. Okay. Similarly, this transformation are also apply on the column. Therefore, we write again here Cj changes to Cj plus k into Ci. That means we multiplied every element of ith column by the non-zero scalar k, and that multiplication is added the corresponding elements, every elements of the jth column. This transformation also we can write Cj changes to Cj plus k into Ci. Okay. Now we take examples. Suppose A is equal to matrix minus 1, 4, 2, 5, and multiple, scalar multiple is suppose k is equal to 2, and here transformation is suppose R1 changes to R1 plus 2R2. R1 changes to R1 plus 2R2 gives, it means that we multiplied second row, every element of second row by 2, and that multiplication is added to the corresponding every element of the first row. Okay, so we get the new matrix is as like this. Suppose see here A equivalent to, see here change is only first row, and therefore second row to 5 as it is. Okay, now change is R1 plus 2R2. R1 means first element is minus 1 plus 2 into R2, that is corresponding element is 2, and we multiplied this 2 by 2, therefore we write here minus 1 plus 2 into 2. Similarly 4 plus 2 into 5, second element is a 4 plus 2 into 5, and therefore we can write here A equivalents to 2 into 2 4, 4 minus 1 is a 3. Similarly 2 5s are 10 plus 4 is nothing but 12, 2 5 as it is. Therefore we get the new matrix is A equivalents 3 14 2 5. Okay, this transformation is on the row, and therefore we write here as like this. Okay, similarly we take an example on the column. Okay, here we have given already direct solved examples. See here in this examples we also see the column transformations. See here first example. Suppose we get here given A is matrix 1 0 minus 1 3, and apply the transformations R1 interchange R2 on A. Simple application dile, simple example dilele. We have to transform here given R1 interchange R2, and we have given the matrix A is this. Therefore we can write solution A is equal to 1 0 minus 1 3. Then R1 interchange R2 gives, that is we have to interchange R1 and R2, that is first and second row. Therefore we get this second row is becomes first row, and first row becomes second row, and therefore we get the new matrix. We can write here A equivalent to minus 1 3 1 0. Similarly second example, see again here, if A is equal to 1 0 2 2 3 4, that is a 2 by 3 matrix, and we have to apply the transformations here. Yes, which is given here. C1 changes to C1 plus 2 C3, that is it means that change is only first column, and that change is C1 plus 2 C3, that is we multiply by third column by 2, and that multiplication is added to the corresponding element of first column, and therefore we can write this is the first column, this is second column, this is third column. This third column is multiplied by 2, and so multiplication is added to the corresponding element of first column. Okay, see here solution A is equal to 1 0 2 2 3 4, and C1 changes to C1 plus 2 C3 gives, see here 1 plus, we multiply by third column, every element of third column by 2, that is 2 into 2, and that adding in first column. Therefore we write here first column because change is only in first column. 1 plus 2 into 2. Similarly, here is also multiplied by 2, and therefore we can write here 2 plus 4 into 2, that is 2 plus 2 into 4, and second and third column remains same, therefore we write here as it is 0, 3 and 2, 4. After solving this, 2 into 2, 4 plus 1 is a 5. Similarly, 8 plus 2 is a 10. New matrix is obtained as like this: A equivalent to 5, 0, 2, 10, 3, 4. Okay, so obtained this matrix. This is the solution. Take another one example. If A is equal to 1, 2, minus 1, 3, minus 2, 5, and we have to apply R1 changes to R2, interchange R2, and this also again one application, one transformation, C1 changes to C1 plus twice C3 on A. Okay, so see here, first one is given matrix is A is equal to 1, 2, minus 1, 3, minus 2, 5, and we have to apply first R1 interchange R2. This is first row, this is second row, and we have to interchange these first rows, and we get R1 interchange R2 gives new matrix A equivalent to 3, minus 2, 5, and 1, 2, minus 1, because this is the second row, and after new matrix we get this is the first row, and this first row becomes second row, 1, 2, minus 1. Okay, so new matrix is obtained. Now again, next transformation is given also here. C1 changes to C1 plus twice C3, that is we multiplied by third column by 2, and so multiplication is adding in corresponding element of first column, therefore we write here the new matrix is A equivalent to, here change is only in first column, not in third column, we note that, and therefore change is in first column, therefore we write here 3 plus 2 into 5, because in third column first element is 5, we multiplied 5 by 2, and therefore we write here 3 plus 2 into 5. Similarly, for second element of first column is 1 plus 2 into minus 1, and therefore we get 3 plus new matrix is 10 plus 3, that is 13, and therefore new matrix is A equivalent to 13 minus 2, 5, minus 1, 2, minus 1. Okay, so I hope that all the three transformations are you understand in this lecture, and here we have to some examples for practice are given. Apply the given elementary transformation on each of the following these transformations, and examples are given. First one is a given matrix, and here transformation is R1 changes to R1 minus R2. So you can definitely solve these examples. Here in second example is also 2C2, it means that we multiply by second column by 2, only this transformation. Again B is second matrix, here is a transformation minus 3 into R1, that is in first row we multiply by minus 3. Okay, this is also very simple, and here we also ask find the addition of two new matrices. New matrices we have to take the addition, okay, because order is the same, and addition how to take corresponding elements. Taking addition of corresponding elements we get the addition of two matrices. Okay, now third example is use suitable transformation on 1, 2, 3, 4 to convert it into an upper triangular matrix. We know that in 11th class what is upper triangular matrix, that is all the elements below the diagonal are 0, these are the diagonal elements, and below the diagonal element is a 3, this becomes 0. After that we say that this is the upper triangular matrix. So we have to convert this element to 0, and you can write the transformation here. What is transformation? And after that you change in the, by using that transformation you change to the upper triangular matrix. Okay, so what is the transformation? See here, how to become this 0? This is 3 minus 3 is equal to 0. So how to take minus 3? So transformation is as like this, we write here transformation. See here, this 3 is on the second row, therefore we can write here R2 minus 3 R1, this transformation. After this, after writing this transformation, it meaning of this transformation is we multiply first row by 3. First row by multiply by 3. Every element of first row is multiplied by 3, and we subtract from second row every element of second row or corresponding element of second row, and we write this transformation as like this, because change is only second row, and therefore we write R2 changes to R2 minus 3R1, and this after that transformation this matrix becomes upper triangular matrix. It means that this 3 becomes 0. See here, multiplied by first row by 3, we get 3 minus 3 is 0. Here this element becomes 4 minus 6, because every element of first row we multiplied by minus 3, and therefore we get here 6, and therefore R2 minus 3R1 means 4 minus 6, we get minus 2, and therefore we get the new matrix is 1 2 remains same. Here is a 0 and minus 2, we get the new upper triangular matrix. So you try to write these transformations as like this. Okay, and same last question is also given here. Convert this into identity matrix. For identity matrix, you know that identity matrix 1 0 0 1, this is called identity matrix. Okay, identity matrix कशाला how to write 1 0 0 1, this is called as identity matrix. So we have to convert this minus 1 becomes 0, and this 2 is also becomes 0, 3 is becomes 1. So there are 3 transformations we have to write. Okay, you try these transformations. This becomes, how to becomes this 0, R2 minus 2 R1. Here we multiplied by 2, we get minus 2, R2 minus, that is 3 minus minus 2, this becomes 5. Then we divide by 5 to every element of second row. Okay, I hope that you better understand these 3 transformations and you can solve these 4 examples. So today I finished this elementary transformation. In next lecture we try to we shall study the next article, inverse of matrix. Okay, thanks.